Today, from Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis, it's Week 4 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Miami Dolphins.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, it's Week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Miami Dolphins and the Indianapolis Colts. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, we take a look at the Colts entering play. Now, losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Taken in at the 3. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. And they will be led out by a man in his sophomore campaign as the quarterback.
And he's been playing at an elite level here in this early half of the season. Tops in the league in touchdown passes at this point. This is definitely a wide open offense, so we'll see. If he can keep his string of good games going right here.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game. Watching him try to take away that area of the field.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. That's going to be caught by Waddle. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle, and they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Still leaves them with 4th and short. Any chance you go for it?
It's definitely in the back of my mind. In fact, I've discussed it with my staff all week long, different situations that I may want to go for it. Where's the ball on the field? Do I have confidence in my trigger guy? What am I going to do? I'm also talking about my analytics department. What are the odds? If I don't get it, what's it going to do to me the rest of the game? Personally, I end up taking all that, putting it in my head and making a decision, and you know me, I'm probably going to go for it.
Wow, you want to make an opening drive statement.
Yes, I do. Once I have the ball and I've got it on the move, I don't want to just give up that easily.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. 36 yards on the play.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Davis Price will try to pick it up. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Ty Davis Price with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his 2nd year in the NFL now.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw 1 touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The numbers for him from a week ago: 15 carries, 55 yards.
Brandon, we both know plenty about this game, but you don't have to be an expert to figure out that they're going to lean heavily on their ground game to try and win this week. He sits number 5 in the league so far in rushing, and when they've had success on that side of the ball, he's been at the center of it. If they want to win in this one, he's going to have to play like that to help drive them down the field. 2
yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a 1st. This defense for the Dolphins, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
And one of the key numbers that I look at after every game, total yards allowed. They held them under 200 yards of total offense, just couldn't sustain much of anything against them. Great job showing them different looks and then attacking. That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return, and it'll be Dolphin football. So Miami coming out for their 2nd drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
And It's a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. In motion left goes a tight end. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's going to try and go deep again. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. It's a big play there for Miami. 56 yards.
I don't think we'll ever get enough of watching one-handed catches, and when they pay off, they are spectacular. But how about the times they don't pay off and coaches go, two hands still works.
I know, but they go for them so often now that I'm almost starting to take them for granted.
Yeah, that's unbelievable, isn't it? Because these are sensational type plays.
Especially that one with a defender right there. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And a good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. 2nd down coming up. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. White looks to throw. And a throw for Pittman is intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Charles, it is pretty rare that we see a team build this kind of lead in the opening quarter. And, man, they seem to be clicking on all 3 phases right there. The defense doing its part with a pick 6.
And it's absolutely been the definition of a start that you would pick for yourself and for your team, right? And I have a feeling that they just want to stay in this zone. What's truly incredible about this start is they can add on a couple more scores. This one could legitimately be over in the 2nd quarter.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
White. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The drive starts with a completion left side, and they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication.
Touchdown! A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point forthcoming. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. So this not what we expected. 28-0 here in the first as another kickoff is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Been a nightmare of a first quarter for him. 2 interceptions, 1 return for a touchdown. As he starts again here, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. They'll get this off to Taylor. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
I believe I could see what they were trying to do there, but unfortunately, the back ran out of room. Too close to the sideline. And for defenders, we're often taught, 11 on the field, those sidelines can become the 12th defender. It worked to the defense's advantage on that play.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Well, these guys certainly need something good to go their way because this first quarter has been something of a disaster for them trying to move the ball. But that completion there maybe can get them focused and moving in the right direction.
And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. The play fake, now White. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
On 4th down, White. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off by Quay Walker. And the Dolphins will take over possession here up at the 44. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. A great effort there. 56 yards. And the Dolphins open the lead up to 34-0. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Extra point right down the middle, and a rout is on here in this first half. So plenty of fireworks here early. 35-0 now as the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now Jonathan Taylor and the Colts offense retakes center stage. First month of the season, those numbers pretty solid. Does he continue that?
I think so, because when you come out of the gate this strong,
that means that you have planned for it and you like the results that you're getting. So I wouldn't have any doubt that the head coach, offensive coordinator, actually called him in and said, look, you're our guy, okay? We're going to continue to stick with this as long as we're winning games. You ready for the challenge? And then they presented it to the rest of the team. I think we'll see plenty of that as this season moves on.
And I'm sure he said challenge accepted. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Here's White. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice... gain of 7 yards. Now White. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 20 as we wind down near 20 seconds left in the quarter. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 41. On the counter, it's Taylor. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA. Sports. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw, White. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd.
And another long drive from the offense, but the defense is denying them the end zone. Nothing to show for the last drive offensively. They can't come away empty-handed again.
And he wisely will throw that one away. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on first. First and 10. They'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. It's a big play there for Miami. 57 yards. Sometimes the one-handed catches are unnecessary, but he was trying to ward off the defender with the other, so maybe that was just a good play.
So that tells you that not only do they imagine those types of catches, they actually work on them with defenders jostling them in order to keep their concentration and haul it in.
Now here's a throw that's complete. Touchdown, Dolphins. A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Dolphins are able to add on to their first half lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Here comes Jonathan Taylor and his teammates. They haven't been able to get him on track. They haven't been able to get this offense on track. No points so far.
Maybe it's time to start doing a few different things. Throwing the ball a little bit, maybe featuring other people touching it for a while, and then you get a chance to come back to him when things have changed a little bit. They have to make an adjustment.
There's still time for him here as we sit in the second quarter. Brought down that time by Quay Walker. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Now White. The toss here completed to Pittman. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
He's got the hook up here to Nelson. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Off play action, here's White. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. Well, obviously they...
I'm trying to jump. I'm trying to go for the ball. I'm hitting jump, 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 jump.
Never want to see penalties on that defense, but this one a little bit more significant there on the downfield pass play.
And coaches preach it all the time. You can't put yourself in that kind of position if you're the defender. You've got to stay in a spot far downfield where you can play the ball without creating extra contact.
Now White with a 1st down throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Dolphins will take over possession here up at the 44. Well, CD, you know.
Look at this asshole. Watch this at. Is it this one? Who is it? This one? Yeah, it's this motherfucker here. The fuck you doing? The fuck out of the way.
When you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. We have 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, and instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared.
Had an excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one in.
He comes all the way back. Look at that. Unfucking believable. Unfucking believable. Doesn't look. No looking. Where's his fucking head?
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. And he comes back with one complete.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Let's make these babies cry. 79 Broncos. Check.
They'll look to throw here on first down.
Over the middle and complete to Waddle.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
Second down, here's Davis Price.
And he's got some space here.
And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line.
That good for 19 and a first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Right back to him on first down. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. It's a 1-yard touchdown run, and the Dolphins extend their lead yet again. Extra point splits the uprights, and the route is on here in this first.
Entering player stats screen, you have 20 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Colts taking the field again. Running back Jonathan Taylor at center stage.
He's had a good chunk of carries. Problem is for very little success. I don't want to put it all on his shoulders, but that's a big reason they're losing right now.
Have to be very careful that he doesn't start pointing fingers. Offensive line obviously trying. The defense is doing a nice job against him today. When it's all said and done, it's all about the guy in the mirror. He has to get it done better going forward.
See if he can look and do some soul searching now. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Running straight ahead, Taylor.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. You don't see that a ton, do you? With the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. 3rd and 1, they opt to pass it, and the one thing happened that could not happen. They took a sack.
Yeah, I just wonder, is that an indictment of their offensive line? Did they think that they couldn't move them enough to pick up a first down there? Or was it analytics? Did they think about it that way? In any event, they'll be studying that in the future.
It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return, and out will come the offense as they take over. So now the Dolphins set to take over on offense. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He sets to fire deep. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They'll set up to throw.
And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw here.
Open man is Waddle, complete. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And he's got his man in stride, complete.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Back to throw again. That's complete right around the 8. And unable to break away. Stop him a few yards shy.
You fucking idiot. Look at that. You fucking idiot. You fucking idiot. Look at you. Look at you. With your little foot in the air. Look at you. Look at you, you stupid fuck. With your little fucking foot in the air. Fucking idiot. You got the fucking touchdown right here. Right here. But no, you're a fucking idiot. You fucking idiot.
Their first fourth down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any fourth down stop is a big momentum play.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. To throw again on second down. White. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Pittman. And they will get the first down here as they move into field goal ranges.
Where's the fucking refs? Where's the fucking call?
Well, inside the 25.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, man.
Looking to throw. White, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But I believe the Colts were able to fall on this when they were. And so possession will remain with Indy.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage. But I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. This time they stay on the ground, and they'll indeed stop him on third down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty. Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. A leap, and he's got it. He got it. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Trap 60, trap 60. 97's the mic, 97's the mic. Hey, D-line, let's get in there now.
Now back to throw. And a high throw there as this is knocked to... down to the ground and incomplete. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. They'll throw now on the final play. Touchdown! A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Dolphins will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, time for a trip around the league on this final weekend of September. We'll kick things off with an AFC Championship game rematch from a few years back. New England, this time at Jacksonville. And it's the Jaguars who have the lead in the second quarter. Christian Kirk, a touchdown reception.
And we'll jump right over halftime and keep the game going here in Week 4. Second half kickoff, ready to go.
From there, let's get over to the Rockies and check out the Broncos at home in Denver. And they've got the lead in their ball game over the visiting New Orleans Saints. Laviska Shenault, a touchdown reception.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. Any surprise in your mind he's out there to start the second half after 4 first-half interceptions?
He's to be surprised by a lot of things, partner, but in this case I'm not, because you know they want him to be their guy. And the only way to truly establish that is to give him a chance to work through some of the issues he had in the first half.
41 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They run once more with Taylor. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
From the 29, White. And my goodness, another interception. Tariq Woolen picks it.
Well, I think everyone who's watching was certainly hoping to see things get a little bit better for them in this half, weren't we? But it was a downright miserable first half that's carried over with an interception to begin the second half. That's a defeated offense right there, and there's still a lot of game left. I don't think that's the last turnover we're going to see today, partner.
And boy, the strength on display there as he rumbles through tacklers for a gain of about 8.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it can be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
On first down, Lawton. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. This is Benjamin. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15. Yard line. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Callahan. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense get a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. On the ground, Benjamin. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They'll run again with Benjamin. And he pushes forward, but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Dolphins have got it on cruise control. A familiar refrain, a turnover leads to a touchdown, and that lead grows even wider now here in this third quarter.
Yeah, partner, I'd say there are a lot of grins breaking out on that sideline because, let's face it, they came in thinking they were in for a real fight in this game, but this one's been about as one-sided as we've seen in a while. In addition, if you're a backup, time to start stretching and loosening up. You may get some playing time in this one.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. On first down, it's White. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
That coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting into the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
On second down, it's Taylor. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, White. He's going to air one out. And now here is another interception. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down.
Check 13. Check 13. Panther 60. Panther 60.
Up the middle they go. Lawton. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20.
Making a beeline for him. What are you doing?
A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins 1st down.
Let's go now. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Hey, 4 down. 4 down. Ready, go.
On the run is Benjamin. Fights forward for only about a yard. Up to the 21.
Where are you going? Why are you going off to the side?
plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
They run it with Benjamin. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he'll have a Dolphins first down as the tackle made just shy of the 30.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Davis Price on 1st and 10. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 58 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. They'll keep it on the ground. Lawton, and he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Fucking fail. Fucking big fucking fail. Big motherfucking fail. Who is this guy?
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
On 3rd down, here's Davis Price.
And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one.
They'll run on first down. Lawton, and he'll bring this one inside the 35. Just what you want on a first down.
Every motherfucking time.
Run, call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Ready? 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Ready, go.
Now a handoff up the middle. Benjamin, and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
Well, you know me, partner. I never tell them to back off of being aggressive, but sometimes you see the consequences when you're overly aggressive and you don't secure tackles. Guys break through.
Trying to sell out to pry that football loose, and just as you said, cost some yardage.
Yeah, you got to go get him. Stand him up first before you go for the ball. Don't just go for it initially.
A give to the fullback on the dive, and he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. This is where, fourth quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. Defensively kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
Well, you say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down, 4 quarters worth of pounding, and now late in the game, here comes that big guy coming at you, and a lot of guys are wondering whether they want to come up and make that tackle at this stage of the game.
And he's brought down. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. They'll keep it on the ground. Benjamin, and he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Dolphins are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage. Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now Indianapolis set to take the field.
It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the fourth quarter and a big deficit, Charles, but they moved the football on some drives. They just haven't had any points.
Yeah, and I know in their minds they're thinking the game plan has actually been working. We just haven't scored points. Well, isn't that the bottom line, partner? To put points on the board. So if you're moving it and you're not scoring, is it really working? Right now, they've got nothing left to lose. They might as well go for broke.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. White, they'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. From the shotgun, here's White. And he'll find Pittman. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And there was absolutely zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. 3rd down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a first down pickup.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
White's throw caught by Tony. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your #1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down. And that is incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
The Dolphins offense now work. Their way back onto the field.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
On second down, Lawton, and he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 82 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing.
Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble, and the Colts pick it up. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
In today's NFL, most teams don't have as many goals for the game like we used to have, where you checked off your boxes. But 0 turnovers, that's a universal. And while it won't likely cost them in this game, they're going to regret the fact that they coughed one up here.
Yeah, their first blemish. They had mistake-free football prior.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
Give to Davis Price up the middle here. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line.
That good for 19 and a first down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On second down now, Lawton, and he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. On first down, Callahan. And strong running there as he's inside the 10. And down to the 8-yard line. Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8.
He's checking. Crash. Shoot. Watch the shoot.
Up the middle they go. Benjamin. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the fourth quarter, facing the big deficit. What silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny, I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario, like what feels good to you and what feels good to your team. You're down big. You really have like one possession left, and you're trying to put points on the board that don't matter. But do they? And he told me they actually do matter. And in this situation, he's going to try and run the best offense he can run, to have at least a little bit of confidence to take away from that game. So right now, they're going to try their best to get something up on the board and not get shut out.
That'll be caught. It's Tony. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Dolphins, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for the Colts, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Godden saying so long, everybody.